Hi Andy, great to meet up with you yesterday and do a little bit of work on your game. First of all, to recap on the session that we had, we're looking for a swing that requires less compensation initially to allow you to make more solid contact and control the curve on your golf ball. If we take a little look at your swing at the start of your session, here on the far left hand side, what we're going to see is a player who is trying to hit the ball straight by swinging the club back in a straight line. So as we take the club back, you can see there that you stay on the red line, the club gets way out in front of you at the top of your backswing, arms get very upright, and we lose connection here between the arms and the upper body. What we now have to do is, during the downswing, we have to try and get that club to come back on the inside. So we're going to try and attack it from the yellow line. Unfortunately, we're going to retrace our steps. We're way out in front of us at this point, and now we start to lift and move towards the screen or towards the camera to try and manipulate the club and try at the last minute to just get that club back on the inside. You can see there that as you hit the ball, the club face is slightly open, which causes the ball to start to the right, and then the swing is working to the left because of the backswing, causing it to curve further right. On the occasion you do square your club up, you're going to pull it down the left hand side. So what we're trying to do, we're trying to achieve a little bit more of a circular swing. We were talking about swinging in a circle more and getting the arms to complement what the shoulders were doing. And we can see here with Charlie Wee, as he takes the club back, he's going to take the club back a little bit more on the inside, not so much down the target line. He's going to start to trace a circle on the way back. The club starts to get behind him at this point rather than staying in front of him. And at the top of his backswing, the arm swing and the shoulder turn match up. The swing's looking compact, and we don't have this big gap between the torso and the arms. As a result, you can unwind everything together and get the club retracing the circle on the way back down. So we're looking for a shorter, more compact swing with a little bit more connection that requires less compensation. So the exercise we gave you was to swing with some T-pegs under the arms. We started off with mitten under the arm, so you've got an object under the right arm just at the top of the armpit where the top of the arm meets the chest, and we've also introduced these clubs down on the mat. So if that was your target line, you would have the clubs turned in around about 20 degrees from that line. That gives you a better image to use when swinging. So we can see here now, previously we took the club back very much this way. We've now got the object under the arm, we've got the circle in place on the mat, and we're going to work the arms in much better. You can see there now that the club, rather than working straight back, works a little bit more around yourself, and at the top of your backswing we've now got a much more connected position. Arm swing still a little bit more upright than the shoulders, but much more in sympathy with what the body's trying to do. If you compare that to the top of your backswing at the start of your session, we've got a much more compact, much more lower maintenance swing. As we now start the club down, we can keep the club on the inside better with less manipulation. So at this point now, the club isn't as far in front of us as we see here. So we can see here the shaft of the club way out in front of us, whereas here the shaft of the club is more between the forearms. That's going to require you to hit across it less. It's going to get you a much better contact. The less manipulation you need to make, the more consistent you're going to be as a golfer. So key thoughts from today's session: keep an object beneath the arm or the right arm when swinging, swing in a circle, and keep the arms working in on the way back. Good luck with it, and I'll speak to you again in a week or so's time. Well done.